I have to say, I hate people on television who are always going on about, we've got an exclusive interview, exclusive, but we have. Sorry, because it really is exclusive this time. It's with all 5 of the Spice Girls, recorded it right here in the studio, just days before Geri walked out. Sadly, I wasn't here. It was you and Karen, because I was doing this thing in Yorkshire. But you did talk to me about it later, and you said you thought that Geri especially looked very tired.
Yeah, I mean, because we know the Spice Girls, and you and I know them quite well, really, we had a chat with them beforehand, and it was, if you like, privileged, and it wouldn't be ethical to reveal what they said, but they certainly didn't say anything about splitting up. But I can say that they did look, and they admitted to being very, very tired, because they're working so hard. I mean, they came in, the day that they came in to do the interview here, it was actually meant to be their only day off for about 3 weeks, but they came in because they felt they owed this morning one, because we kind of stuck with them, you know, when things were bad in November and December last year. But they did look shattered. I mean, I popped into makeup to have a chat with them, and, you know, they looked fine on camera, they switched it on, they were troopers and pros, but they looked really tired. But I wouldn't say, I have to say that they were professional enough. If there was a difficulty between Geri and the other 4, there was no sign of it at all. No, at all. They were very together.
Well, I've seen. Yeah, all right. I've seen some clips of that interview, and I think there is a bit of
with
time
hindsight,
there,
you can.
with hindsight,
but I just thought she was shattered. Well, Geri in particular, I thought was very tired.
Well, look, here's Richard and Karen and the Spice Girls and what they had to say.
So I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really want as big as they can. Giving you everything, all that joy can bring. This I swear, I'll give you everything. Need some love like I never needed love before. Wanna make love to you, baby. I had a little love, now I'm back for more. Wanna make love to you, baby. Set your spirit free. It's the only way to be. I said I do you think you are? Do you think you are? I said some kind of superstar. I love you. Mama, I care. Swing it to the left, shake it to the right, shake it to the front. Stop right now, thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. Hey, you, always on the run. Gotta slow it down, baby, gotta have some fun.
I just can't, well, I can believe what's happened, because you deserve it, because you worked so hard for it, but it's happened so fast.
It has.
It is hard to believe it's only been 2 years.
I know.
Because we don't often sort of like look back on everything we've done, and just now I was just saying, you know, you watch things like that and you think, I'm really, really proud of my 4 friends. You know what I mean? That
Good for you.
It's wicked.
I have to say, I would like to come back as a Spice Girl, because you just look like you are having the best time. I mean, I know everything always looks more glamorous from the outside, but do you enjoy it?
We do enjoy it. I think because now we properly manage ourselves, you get to know all the inside stuff, and you get to sort out our own schedule. We get to decide what we want to do as a group, so that's kind of more refreshing.
So that's why we're here today, you see.
Yeah,
It's our day off. Do this morning.
This is their day off.
What have been the other moments where you've sort of pinched yourselves and thought, we're here, I can't believe this is happening?
There's been so many. There's been, you know, because we get asked that a lot, but there's also been personal moments when, you know, it's just been us 5 sitting in a hotel room laughing and joking, having jet lag. You know, there's so many, obviously, when you get the awards and when you're doing all that sort of thing, but also the personal side is just as good.
We were thinking about the other day as well, you know, I mean, we've met Nelson Mandela, which was, you know, a fantastic experience, you know, Prince Charles, and it's nice to be able to, when you sort, you know, you stand back and you think about everything you've done, it's pretty amazing.
Can you pinch Nelson Mandela's toilet paper or something?
Yeah.
You do.
And you know, like they have the plant pots with the false stones in. I don't know if you've got that. But we nicked some stones, and it's really funny because we handed them out in a piece of toilet paper to our makeup artist.
The other funny thing was we actually told him,
and he laughed.
He just laughed.
I tell you one thing that I do remember, and I think you've done this a lot, is when you're on stage, like performing our new single "Viva Forever."
Don't worry,
and that song is so mad because to have all the audience, they all put their lighters on and they're all doing that, and like in Europe especially, they cry. Really? And so you'll be singing the song to them and they'll be crying back at you, and like, you've cried a few times in it, and I have, and it's just a moment that you can't explain.
That must have been hurtful though, all the stuff they can't sing.
I don't know, at the end of the day, from
the moment we started, you know, being
You get
women,
that,
you
don't
came
you?
across so many barriers. You know, we just sort of really were strong in ourselves, and you just have to get over
Do you think
it.
it's worse being a girl band then? Do you think
Well,
you find it harder?
you know,
It
initially,
was. I think initially it was quite hard. I remember first of all they were saying that girls don't sell magazine covers, so we couldn't get a magazine cover, which was like that was the first thing we couldn't get, and it's like you had to go through so many barriers and knock down
I
the
think
walls and
that
work quite hard.
Which is crazy when you think it is mainly girls that buy magazines anyway.
Exactly.
I think why wouldn't they want to see a female?
But
It's
now,
a
I mean,
male-dominated industry.
now, I mean, we're asked all the time, what do you think about, you know, all these new girl bands? I mean, we think it's fantastic.
Brilliant. It is.
It's fantastic to see that, you know, originally that's what we wanted.
Yeah.
And everybody says, oh, is there, you know, any animosity between you and other bands? And it's like, not at all. We are so proud
And
of
the
anybody
girl
that is
bands
up there
are coming
doing it.
The girl bands that are coming up are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got Cleopatra, you've got All Saints, you've got
Great.
Yeah, we
Destiny's
like them.
Child. They're all brilliant.
Yeah.
And they've all got their own look, and there's room for everybody. Just like when it was big on the boy bands. There was so many boy bands, but there was room for them all.
Yeah, yeah.
And it should be
You
the
talk about the
same.
male-dominated industry, and I know it's a legal thing, and you can't get into it too much, and you wouldn't anyway because you don't stitch people up. What was the problem with the manager? What was the issue there?
At the end
Was
of
it
the day,
control?
I mean, obviously for legal
I know that,
reasons,
I know
I
that,
cannot go into that. But you know, at the end of the day, I'd like to say with my hand on my heart, we are 5 nice girls, and everyone we work with, we always play fair. And there was a genuine reason, you know, professional reason why we didn't want to, you know, continue on working with him. And you know, times change, and
And
sometimes
it
you
gets
just
to
have
a
to
point
move
where you
on.
just need to move on.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to move on.
So it was hardly left for Paul, was it?
No,
He
it
wasn't
was
popular.
very
but
nice.
very, you know, everything was very, very fair. You know, we always play
You just
fair.
felt it was time to move on. Do it
Absolutely.
yourself.
And you're just managing yourselves now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did it before that.
Before for like a couple of years, so
Yeah.
it just felt right to move back into
Back to our roots.
Back to our
Yeah.
roots.
So how do you take decisions then? What do you do? You have a committee
We
meeting?
do it between a lot of us.
We've
I mean,
all
it's
got
great
different
because,
areas.
So different
you know,
areas.
we
Well, who's that for?
well, we've handpicked people around us. You know, we always sort of like have a laugh and say it's like the members of Parliament. It's like Parliament. You know, we are the Prime Minister, and we delegate people all
Someone's
around us
defence,
to
someone's
do, you know, to
transport.
do different jobs.
Brilliant.
We've handpicked
We've all got
everyone. So
different areas.
environment.
So what do you
I'm
do?
tour control. I saw everything to do with the tour. If the lighting's not very good that night, I have to tell them.
Right.
So when the rehearsals go wrong, all that kind of
So
stuff.
Tour controller.
Tour control.
Great.
What about you, Jerry?
Mine's quite, I would say mine's pretty difficult. Mine's sponsorship.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's quite.
So
Really,
gets all the
yeah, I get all the real flack.
Do you wear a suit? Do you kind of go power dress to these meetings?
No, I get some lot here. Yeah.
This is your outfit going to be.
Yeah.
Are you
Are
good at that? Are
you?
you good at the power meetings? Jerry?
She
Is
is.
she
I
good?
quite
you
enjoy
got to
it.
make sure that she sat with some Pepsi and some Walkers. And
Yeah,
she's fine.
yeah. I find,
Keep them all happy.
I think, you know, doing business like that, you can, you know, it's quite enjoyable. You can get quite off on it, really.
But I think it's funny because, you know, like, because I had a meeting with somebody during the tour last week, and it's funny because all these people that we're dealing with are grown men and grown women, and you will have to sit there and go, right, I want this, this, and this, and I don't agree with what you're doing that, and it's like they sit there and take it.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Because some people is
old.
yeah, very hard to take. You know, he's 50 and he's standing there having to be told off by a 22-year-old.
You're not doing your job properly.
You must love
What
it.
do you do?
I'm personnel, and I also deal with charities.
And your children's monitor.
Personnel, children's monitor.
Yeah.
I have to make sure they're all away before we start the show and nothing pops out.
If we want a day
Oh,
off.
I see. Oh, I
Obviously,
see
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Personnel is looking through obviously our whole schedule
Schedule.
and just making sure there's not too much, we don't get too tired and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm sorry about that, girls.
Can I
I'm
have a
doing
day-
very well.
Can I have a day off on Monday, please?
So was it
And,
your decision then that you came here on your day off today?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No, it's all very glam and they look great. They are knackered.
Yeah.
You are really tired, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, you are. I mean,
and we flew in
Poor
from
us, eh?
before,
Flew in
just
last
finish,
night.
finish off with a line.
So what-
Whoever.
Go on, what are you?
Oh.
Okay.
I'm the head of merchandising.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you do the dolls?
No, I mean I think you know
Dolls
even
are good,
though
I like the
we're
Yeah.
even though we have our own you know division and things that we do,
We
you know it's
make
all a
sure
collective.
everything's
Like you know I
But if
just
there's any
relay that.
problems, you have to
She just gets, if you don't like your clothes on your dolly, you have to come and complain to me.
Right, okay, fine. Complaints as well then.
Yeah, complaints
Yeah.
as well.
That's
We
phone.
should
Yeah.
have badges like the milk monitor at school.
Yeah.
It's like that. Basically, come.
And you, Melanie.
And I'm lost luggage. No, I do like with the record company, if we're going to go in the studio, I do recordings, like what singles coming out, the format, and, you know, videos and stuff
We're
like
writing
that.
our third album at the moment.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happens is, basically, and then we have a kind of meeting and you have
All
to
together.
report.
Yeah.
Report back to bed.
Yes.
Anybody else there? Just the five of you?
Well, it depends, but I'll tell you, it's very difficult to get 5 of us in a room at one time. And you
So
want
you have to do,
look,
yeah.
what do you think about this? You know, and you have to get them all out for any. You know, our PA's got a really hard job, basically.
Yeah.
So would you say then, now, two-ish years on from the big hit, right, and now you've been big for 2 years, are you closer, or about as close, or a bit less close, or, you know?
Closer than ever.
Really, honestly.
Much more.
I think now we don't even, like, if we're going to have an argument, we don't even go there with each other. Do you know what I mean? I think we're very mature with each other. We know how far to go with each other. We know what to say and what not to say. It's very much like on a respect level now, more so than ever.
Sounds like a good marriage. Sounds like a good marriage.
Yeah, it is.
Tolerance.
It's a bit like your Richard and Judy's marriage.
Well,
there you go.
I'm saying, I mean, we've been married for 10 or years or more. We've been together for about 15, and it's true. I don't know if it's the same in your marriage. You go through some quite sparky points where you test each other out.
Yeah.
See how far you're going to go and how far they're going to take it, and then
you get on a respect. You respect that she is different from you, and then you respect each
I
other.
think also, you know, when we spend a lot of time away from home, and everybody tries to understand, but us 5 are the only people that understand what each other are going through. When you're missing home, when you're feeling a bit sad, so we're always there for each other.
Did the girl power thing start out as a gimmick? I mean, because it sounds good, girl power, because it has turned into something else. It's been picked up on a lot now. Go on.
We never ever meant for it to get like that. It was just something that we sort of said. You know, we have meetings with record companies and stuff, and it's something we used to talk about, saying, you know, there's no girl bands, we need girl power, isn't it? And it just sort of cottoned on and snowballed.
It was out there, you know, so long before us anyway. The actual,
out there,
I mean, from history, there's always been strong women, but the actual catchphrase, I think, you know, that Shampoo had said it, you know, at the same time. So and it was just like a label for a feeling that was happening.
One journalist in one of the headers in one of the Glossy magazines wrote about it, and Alison Pearson spent some time with you, wrote very flatteringly about you. And they said then she went to a school to talk to young girls, you know, 7, 8, 9-year-olds, about what they thought about girl power. And she said that it's become a very detailed little philosophy now, and that they were basically saying.
It's a dictionary now, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it has gone into one of the Oxfords. But it's great.
Come on!
Yeah, and the girls basically feeling that they can do what they want.
It's more of an girl power is more of an attitude.
I think that's one thing that we really believe in, because a lot of people say, well, obviously you've achieved most of your dreams, and it's like, well, no, because once you have a dream, you create another one. It's like between the 5 of us, we've got so many dreams and ambitions and so many things that we still want to do. It doesn't just stop. With our 3rd album, we're going to do more individual stuff, because we have grown up a lot. We're still going to be together as a group, but say Emma might sing a solo on the album, or me and Mel might do a duet on the album. So it makes it more exciting for us, and it makes it more exciting for our friends. Because we know we've kind of matured and grown up on a friendship level with each other, so that's why we're going to allow each other to kind of go our own ways as well. It's like between the 5 of us, we've got so many dreams and ambitions and so many things that we still want to do. It doesn't just stop.
Like what?
I mean, there's lots of things involved in music, involved in what we want to do personally with our own lives. There's so many things. You can never stop hoping and dreaming in life.
That's it. It's all over. Well, it's over without Geri.
I'm
The other four are going to carry
cry.
on. Pardon?
I'm going to cry.
What do you make of it? I mean, having with the benefit of hindsight, which is a wonderful thing. What do you
I thought
think?
Geri was quite quiet,
To begin with.
and I thought Mel B was sounded very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's beautiful record.
Well, it's such a shame because actually
song.
musically they're getting better and better. Still, the other four say they're going to carry on. That single will be released on schedule in that form.
Yeah, I'm sure all mums with little girls will think this too. That it's kind of it's Chloe's life. It's your daughter's life.
Yeah, I know
you know,
what you
'cause
mean.
there's so much a part of their culture.
Yeah.
The dancing, the songs, and everything.
Well,
Oh well.
as confirmed fans of the Spice Girls here on this programme, we all are, aren't we? Everybody here?
We certainly
think they're
are.
great.
You couldn't hear a pin drop in this studio or that on Tuesday.
So on behalf of everybody on this morning and all our children, good luck, Geri. Okay, whatever you decide to do next, it'll be great. And good luck to the other four. You'll be great too. Apparently everyone says they were very good in Oslo.
Yeah.
That's a foursome. So out of change comes good stuff.